I'm cold and I'm tired, but we need to talk. Alright guys, what's going on? It's your boy James E. Anderson. Hey listen, super duper sorry that I have not been here hanging out with you guys because I've been busy. A lot of things going on. Then started some other projects to kind of help myself on a personal development path and also on the business building path that's gonna bring some good things to come. So unfortunately, I've been doing some client work, I've been doing some things here or there, spending my knowledge, spending my network, and really focusing on how to step up the marketing, the video for the business, and of course always how to get out the information about personal finance and what people need to do to get themselves personally financially successful. So unfortunately, I have not been in front of the camera. Me personally, I've been behind the camera a lot lately, but I haven't been in front of the camera to come to you guys and kind of keep it with you. So this is going to be just a short video. I'm hanging out, drinking some coffee, just kind of, man, that's good. And I'm going to of course give you guys some value and give you kind of a quick update what's been going on with me. So first things first, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot believe how simple this one short hack is with regards to personal finance, and how so many times people just skip over it, whether you're sitting down with a financial advisor or you're just kind of asking somebody about money. It's 3 questions that's going to like short circuit and hack your success and get you laser line focused on what it is that you're trying to do with regard to your finances. And first question is always going to be, when I sit down with a person, why do you want to fix your finances? Okay, why do you want to increase your credit? Why do you want to get out of debt? What is the reason behind you actually wanted to do it? Now, many times people are going to say, well, James, that's easy. I just want to make more money. I want to have a better credit score and all that. And that's fine and that's cool. But what I'm doing is we got to go deep. We got to cut deep. We got to cut deep to get this question figured out, because what I found is, though, many people, when I ask that question after we dialogue back and forth a little bit about it, it really comes down to just honestly stress in their life. So many people are stressed out because, you know, they're living check to check, or they're living check to Monday, which means they get paid on Friday. They don't have any money by Monday. And did I say that right? Yeah, Friday to Monday. You guys get it. So what ends up happening is people, they're really struggling inside, and it can be detrimental to their health. A lot of times their relationship at home is struggling because of money, because 2 people being stressed out over one problem is a bad deal to be in. It might be that they feel less of a parent because they're not able to do the things that they want to do for their child. It's a tons of different issues, but basically it comes down to some type of physiological, psychological issue that they're having with this relationship with money. And we have to go there first before we talk about any tactics, any strategies, or anything that can help you get that done. We have to address that first. So I love asking those individuals that particular question, and it makes for a fantastic conversation. So I'm leaving it here with you. I'm leaving it here with you guys on my secret sauce on what I ask people when they sit down with me, and why so many people, when they work with me on a personal financial level and really get serious about it, why they have such tremendous success. Because I'm going to ask them the question of why do they want to fix their finances. Then the second question, all right, this second question is going to be kind of the technical deal, right? It's going to be the tactics, the tangible measurements. It's going to be the quantitative stuff, you know, basically fancy word to saying this is something that you can count. So I asked them, what do they want to do with their finances? If you increase your credit score, what do you want to do? If you increase your income, what do you want to do? If you increase your investments into your investment account, what is it that you want to do? And I love asking that question because it actually puts a scope, and a realistic scope and a realistic goal set forth by what they've said, as opposed to what I think that they should do. And a lot of times you'll be surprised. I hear people say, I just want to have enough money to where I don't have to worry about if something happens. That's just simply have an emergency fund. You'll be surprised how many people say, well, I honestly just want to buy my kids new school clothes, and I want to be able to take my wife out or my husband out, or I want to be able to reward my children when they do something great and I just don't have the money. Or the fact of the matter is, hey, I know that life really happens and I don't want to go back into debt. I finally dug myself out of a hole. It was a struggle over the last few years, but I want to do something that can ultimately put me in a better position. And that stuff is easy, right? Because if it's an emergency fund, we can add that number up pretty quickly, right? If it's that they want to pay their kids tuition, how much is tuition? Let's multiply it out. If they don't want to get retirement done, hey, we can get to that number. So it's those tangible things that people are looking to get done. And I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, one thing you cannot say in this portion is saying that you just want to make a lot of money or you just want to make more income. You have to put a number to it. So I almost like implore people to make a number to it before we actually continue on with the conversation behind of how you can actually get things done. Guys, I'm trying to keep myself warm as we're going through this stuff. Whew, I kind of love the cold. I like dry cold. I don't like rain or like snow, but if it's chilly, it's kind of breezy, I can hang with it. And then the third thing I always ask, and I got this really from all the financial books, and especially the most famous one, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. If you have not read it, I ask you, what are you willing to do? So many times I sit down and I talk with individuals that aren't willing to do anything to fix their finances. You know, they say they want it, they got their why, they tired of being stressed, they want to do this, but they're not willing to do anything for it. They just think it's supposed to fall into their laps. Airplane, 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 airplane. It's amazing how loud they are. Like, let me stop nerding out and get back to the video. So, here's the thing. Most people aren't willing to give up anything with regards to their finances. See, I might say, hey, you're a business owner and you want to minimize your taxes and bring in more cash flow. You might have to come to a few trainings, okay? Are you willing to sacrifice your Saturday to come drink coffee with me and let's talk about money? I enjoy doing it, you know. Just the other day I just happened to drive over, you know, kick with my Chicago team, talk about money, talk about things like that. I love that stuff. Or I might say, hey, you know, you want to increase your credit score? Well, guess what? Print the letters out. They're right there in the system. Fill them out. You know what you're going to be disputing. All the modules are there. Certified mail them. Take yourself up to the post office, do the certified mail, and just get it done. But some people just are not going to do it. See, what we have to understand is, as adults and as human beings, there's a couple of things that happen. Number one, you can't tell a person who's an adult that they have to do something. Adults don't like to be told what they have to do. I can't make you do anything. I can only advise, suggest, I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink. And unfortunately, that holds so many people back because they simply are not willing to give anything up. Hey, listen, if you want to cut back on your expenses because you know you're not spending too much, you're spending way too much money, maybe you need to do a couple things. Maybe number one, you need to become a business owner to write up your lifestyle, but that's another conversation. But number two, maybe you need to cut back on some of those expenses that you actually have going on and maybe take that money and actually invest. Maybe you need to take the time to set up your will and trust. Maybe you need to take a little bit of time to set up your investment account. All these things take effort, time, and ultimately in some cases it takes a little bit of cash flow to get these things done. But if you want to better yourself financially, you have to do it. There's so many people that struggle with that, and unfortunately they just kind of fall by the wayside. So that's all I want to share with you today. Ask yourself those 3 questions. I mean, drop them down in the comments if you guys are watching this video. Drop them down in the comments. Question number 1 is, why do you want to fix yourself financially? Question number 2 is, what's something you're trying to get done financially? Something that's measurable and tangible. And then number 3, what are you actually willing to give up in order to get to your financial goal? So that's it for me, guys. It's your boy James D. Anderson at I Am JD Anderson. I'm gonna finish enjoying my coffee. If you're first time here, I talk about business, money, capitalism, finance, personal finance videos, and everything kind of in between. So guess what? You can hang out with me. Feel free to subscribe and follow. And of course, if this video gave you some value, drop a like, and you can always hop down in the comments. I hang out with you guys, and feel free to subscribe because it does me great justice. And also too, guys, if you got anything else that you think people should add, let's drop it down here. Let's start this conversation, start this dialogue. So that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy James D. Anderson at I Am JD Anderson. Mr. Be Great with your money, and I'll holler at you guys next time.